Alright, here's another game against Rob Z888. Uh, Potential for a Gardens Rush, but there's also Trade Route, Torturer Chains, Bazaar, Crossroads, probably not so much. There's Sage and Conspirator. Um, but I think I want to go silver, silver in the hopes of getting up a torturer chain as quickly as possible. Hopefully a lucky mint as well. But I think the game is probably largely going to hinge on the torturer chain. Next shuffle, apart from torturer, which is my first priority, I would like to get a trade route. The plus buy is definitely going to be important at some point. Trash the starting cards, and also combat incoming curses. Okay, so I get my torturer here. He was able to pick one up, which is pretty big for him. But I'm also able to get this trade route, so the game goes on. He hits a sage, he hits his torturer. Oh, his torturer was already in his hand. I see. Let's discard two. I thought about gaining the curse because I'd really like to hit the mint here, and I'm surprised he did not take that mint. I'm really surprised he didn't take that mint. Okay, definitely need Torturer number 2 now, and then Bazaars. Can also pick up a Crossroads at some point, but I already have the Necropolis, so. Sage is interesting, but I think I want Crossroads because I want Village kind of action. Possibly could have accepted that. He plays Conspirator, Torturer, and I'll definitely accept this one and just trash it away. See, and I would definitely be getting mint if I were him. He can always buy more conspirators to get his money up and then get to bazaars, and that's what he's doing. He should be in excellent shape here. My big concern about playing the way he ended up playing is, oh good, he doesn't have his Necropolis. So this is really good news for me. He still doesn't have his Necropolis. This is really, really good news for me. So 3, what does he get? Silver. Okay, so he's going to be getting bazaars soon enough. I need to start getting my own. And this is a pretty weak hand. He gets the mint that he really doesn't want. And okay, he is unable to chain there. I pick up Conspirators, definitely going to be a good card for me. He can really chain here, though. Well, I guess he only has the 2 Torturers, so he can only chain so much. Bazaar, as expected. So I need to pick my spots against his chains. He's going to be able to chain big time. Stitch the Torturers, gain this, trash it, and get another Crossroads. He gets Trade Route. He probably mostly needs the buy. I want to make sure that when I can, I'm going to get my chain going. So if somehow he doesn't have his other torturer, I would skip. But here I need to get my deck going, so I've got to pick up this torturer here. He's just far, far ahead of me, but I don't think I'm totally dead yet. If it were him here, I'd be getting torturer and crossroads. That's exactly what he does. And I've got to get my next torturer up. Okay. This is a quite dead hand. So I can just discard everything. I don't know why it makes me choose that, since it's quite obvious. But definitely need to be accepting curses. The game's not just over, because I will be able to trash them down with the trade route over time. He gonna need to start getting some money at some point, so yeah, that's a reasonable choice. He can just pick up conspirators with it. Here I'm just accepting everything. Or I'm accepting 2 and discarding. Probably accepting everything. Oh wow, it was just 1. I'm a little surprised he was only able to get 1, which is potentially quite good for me. So he accepts. Probably discards now. Yup. Crossroads draws me something. Okay. Well, mint is tempting, because I need to get something going. This, however, is another dreadful hand. However, soon enough, I think I'll be in okay shape. And then the question is, where do we go from there? Perhaps a Garden's Rush would not have been so bad, because the Torturer Chain, the thing with the Torturer Chain, obviously it's terrible at this point, because he can just buy colonies out and it's no big deal. But the Platinum and Bazaar. And then he can start. Okay, he just wants to chain more. Okay, accepting. I am accepting curses for sure. And I'm gonna want another treasury. I think I would have played that torturer before the armory. And the trade route there suggests that he can't play more torturers here. Real surprising. But the curses are going to stop being a factor quite soon. Torturer. Conspirator. This, now I can mint and trade route, or I can just trade route, or I can crossroads trade route. What's this last card in my deck? It's a copper, isn't it? No, I've gotten rid of 5 copper. Yeah, it's a copper. Shall I try it if possible? I don't think I actually want so many more silvers. So let's do this. And just going to accept the curses, obviously, at this point. Unless he can only get off one torturer. Okay. So his sages aren't doing just tons for him. Yeah, well, this is less than stellar. The extra buys at some point, again, will be useful. And again, I'm accepting the curse here. And want to get conspirators as many as possible, as fast as possible. Potentially pick up a platinum at some point so I can mint it, but we'll see about that. 3-pile ending, possible, off of curses. And, okay, well, actually these are low. Watch out for that. But I'd expect a conspirator anyway. I'd probably break a colony here if I were him, and he does. Okay. So 8 is definitely looking conspirator and conspirator to me. And 5 buys or 5 buy/gains is out of his reach, I think. Because he can get 1 from his natural, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So he can't end the game here. Although he will possibly be able to next turn. And probably will, because I'm probably not going to be able to do much about that. Because I would need to be able to get probably like 3 colonies here. Yeah, so he definitely should get colony, and what else is the question? Probably I would get province were I him. But he might be thinking torture and conspirator. Which is also, in all honesty, probably good. He gets bazaar and conspirator. It's not really going to matter. He'll probably be able to end it next turn. Sage, in fact, would not be the worst thing ever. He gets the conspirator. So this is a forced play. And this doesn't do much for me. Really don't want to mint yet. And yes, do want to get rid of the hovel. It's unlikely to matter. Well, 3 buys gives him the game. 3 buy/gains gives him the game. And with that first torturer, it seems very likely he will be able to get this. Armory, the conspirator, if he has any kind of drawing. Now, he basically just needs to get a trade route. He has 2 of them. Only 10 cards he doesn't have. Only very few cards he doesn't have. Yep. He didn't even have to do that, but bazaar, and province. Easy win for him. Comments or questions on the YouTube? Thanks very much. Da, 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 da.